What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Saturday edition of The Squeeze. I am Tyler Conium. 3-0 day yesterday, but not without controversy. So let's get to the bottom of that real quick. So I posted the plays yesterday, posted the video. We had the Mystics plus 5.5, and we had the Wings minus 2.5. I made those bets on Thursday night at about 10 o'clock on Bet99. By the next morning, I didn't check the lines, but by the time the video was posted, I'm not sure what happened, but the line on the Mystics went from plus 5.5 to minus 4.5, and the Wings went from minus 2.5 to minus 5.5. So I made sure I put it on my Twitter, and I commented on the video yesterday. This line has moved. I would probably take Chicago plus 4. That would have hit, along with the bet that did hit because the Mystics won. And I said, Dallas, I'm comfortable with going minus 5.5, and that hit too. So sometimes, I don't know, especially with WNBA. Look, the books don't care very much, and we're 3-0 in WNBA betting this year, and that's a big reason why, is a lot of weird stuff can happen. So hopefully you got either the line that I mentioned early, or you got saw the comment to change that up, but either way, a 3-0 day. We also hit the Washington Nationals on a plus 112. So 3-0 day on the Squeeze, right back into the green for the week, which is always a great sign. We were down about half a unit. Now we're up to over 2.5 units for the week. 3 plays today. Before we do, I want to talk to you about a contest. Now, if you like what I'm doing here and you like winning 3 bets in a day, subscribe. And also doing that is a benefit to you as well, because I'm doing a giveaway, giving away $25 in bets to your favorite sports book. This contest is running until June the 8th, valid to residents of anywhere in Canada. All you have to do is be a subscriber to this channel. If you are, you're automatically entered 3 times. Every time you comment on a video between now and June 8th, you'll get an additional entry. If you follow me on Twitter, retweet the Daily Squeeze posts, and you like those posts as well, you're also entered as well. June the 9th in the video, I will pull a name, and we'll give somebody $25 in cash to make sports bets at your favorite old book there. Let's get into it today. NBA and NHL is back. I'm not going to lie, the first 2 bets are strictly just gut feelings. I'm not going to give you too much analysis because it's Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. How much analysis do you need? If you've been watching this series, you know Miami went up 3-0. Miami has eliminated the Milwaukee Bucks. They've eliminated the New York Knicks, and they're on the cusp in Game 6 at home of eliminating the Boston Celtics. I am predicting them to do just that. It's plus 130 at FanDuel. I'm taking the Heat to... Look, if the Heat don't win this game, the Boston Celtics probably win this series. I don't want them to go to a Game 7, and I'm not nervous about Miami because they've got Jimmy Butler, they've got Kyle Lowry, they've got Bam Adebayo, they've got Eric Spoelstra. These are guys who've done this before. They're at home, and they've beat the Milwaukee Bucks already. This is not an insurmountable task for them. They would have to lose 4 straight games, which they obviously have not done in the playoffs. They haven't lost 3 straight games in the playoffs. This is the first time they lost 2 straight games in the playoffs. I'm taking the Miami Heat. Last time out, they lost 110-97. They've lost 116-99. Jimmy Butler's cooled off a little bit. In the wins, they've won by 26. They've won by 6. They've won by 7. I don't know. You can take plus the points. Plus 3.5 here is an okay bet as well, but I'm just going with my gut. I'm going with Eric Spoelstra as the best coach in this series, Kyle Lowry, a champion, and Jimmy Butler to knock off the Boston Celtics in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay? Next bet, Dallas and Vegas. I don't know. I think Vegas probably wins this hockey game, but I'm not paying 140 or whatever it is to get there, 135 to get there, because Dallas is still a good team and they could win. 3 of the 4 games have gone to overtime in this series. I'm sticking with the under. It's gone under 3 straight games, 5.5. I'm predicting the same thing to happen. There's been a 3-2 final, a 4-0 final, and a 3-2 final. I'm thinking this is something very similar to games 4 and to games 2, 3-2. That's sort of where I feel this game is going to end. I think you might see another overtime game, but a yes on overtime, if it's like plus 600, is not a bad bet either, especially the way these NHL playoffs have been going with Carolina, Florida, and now Dallas and Vegas. I think Vegas probably wins this game. You might see a couple quick goals, but I think they settle in. I think they lock it down. I think Vegas plays very good with the lead. And I don't think Dallas is going to be trying anything too silly. They are desperate for a win. They're going to be playing as hard on defense as they possibly can. They are still without Jamie Benn. Another reason why I leaned Vegas and the home ice for them as well. But I'm going to take under 5.5 for the fourth straight game. And we can get that for minus 110 at DraftKings, essentially a coin flip. Last bet of the day, we move to MLS. We've had some success betting against Toronto FC this season, despite the fact that, of course, they are my favorite team. They are in utter disarray with the controversy with Bernadeschi, with Insigne, the coach Bob Bradley. Bernadeschi's not even going to play today. He's been benched for a coach's decision after making remarks that essentially they don't practice. They don't practice skill plays. They don't practice properly. They don't practice what they're supposed to do. Insigne has said something similar. These are guys who have come from, very highly touted clubs that know how to win soccer games, and TFC is just flat out not doing it. They are second to dead last in the Eastern Conference. They have all but 13 points. They're 0-4 and 3 on the road. They're 2-1 and 4 at home. Look, DC United is catching Toronto at the perfect time. They're missing arguably their best striker. The locker room is completely separated. It could be Bob Bradley's last game. His son is the captain, Michael Bradley. It's a shit show in Toronto FC right now. DC United is pretty good. They're 6th in the East. They've got 19 points already. DC United did beat Toronto 3-2 in the opening match of this season back in February. Toronto FC has lost 4 of its last 6 games following a 7-match unbeaten streak this year. All draws or wins, by the way. Mostly all draws. DC United has lost only 1 of its last 7 league games. And again, I just think that the dramatics, the turmoil in the TFC locker room, I think this is probably the last game for Bob Bradley. And then what do you do with Michael Bradley? I don't know. But oh, by the way, you're getting plus 195 for DC United to win this game. I don't know how TFC is favored. Books don't seem to care all that much, so I'll take the plus 195 all day. Those are your Saturday bets for today. I'm taking the Miami Heat on the money line, plus 130 at FanDuel. Taking Dallas Stars and Vegas Knights to go under 5.5. That's minus 110 at DraftKings. And over at BetRivers, you can get DC United for plus 195 on the money line. As always, drop a comment if you're fading or following. You can follow me on Twitter at Tyler Connie for more picks and props throughout the day. TikTok and Instagram for just your picks portions, and your audio is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Have a great Saturday. Let's watch and talk sports.